William, this or that. I'm gonna ask you questions related to food, related to movies, related to maybe music, and you're just gonna say this one or that one, and then we're also gonna say cooked or not cooked, or hit or miss roles that were given to actors that you're like, nah, I feel like he sucked in that.
Okay.
For example, Robert Pattinson as the Batman, hit or miss?
That's an easy hit for me. For me, it's a hit. For you, different story. For me, it's a hit, 100%.
You know, I might as well go down the Batman list. Ben
Right,
Affleck as Batman, hit or miss?
my boy. I mean, Batflick. It doesn't get any better than that. That's a hit.
Christian Bale as Batman, hit or miss?
Are we talking about personally?
Well, it's your opinion. They can't.
I mean, I don't like him, but a lot of people seem to like him, and he's only one of the trilogy, so I guess he's a hit. In my opinion, it's a miss. But hey, he has a trilogy, only one. So
Hey, Ben Affleck has a trilogy too.
I mean,
Oh no! It's only two movies, huh?
hold on, let me think. No,
Batman
we
vs
have
Superman, Justice League. Oh, it's only two movies. That's right.
and the Flash, he came out as Batman
He
in the Flash.
came out. He came out. True,
That's
true.
a trilogy.
So for you, was a miss, Christian Bale.
Yeah, it was.
Ah, that's a hot take. Must screen record that one. Michael Keaton, hit or miss?
Michael Keaton. Who was that with?
That's
That
your
was
reason. That's the one with the Joker and Penguin and the Flash.
Joker, Penguin, and the Flash. No, I mean
Yeah.
I know. I know he came out of the Flash, but obviously not on that. Not the movie itself. Joker with Jack Nicholson.
Huh? Yeah, with
With
Jack
Jack
Nicholson. That's
Oh,
the
shit.
original Batman, fool.
No. I mean, I remember it. I just don't remember it. It was a while ago. I mean,
You need to rewatch.
I can't go. Yeah, I have to rewatch that. I can't go.
I'll save him that one. Well, he probably won't rewatch it till 10 years from now. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
but probably. I don't even know if it's available for streaming anywhere. So
George Clooney as the Batman. Hit or
that's a
miss?
miss, bro. That's a
It's a
miss.
miss?
I mean, he has the face for a billionaire, but really, it was a miss. That whole movie was a miss.
He has charisma to play Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, yes, very much so.
And even then, he still fucking failed.
he's the real life Bruce Wayne.
I'll say this: him at the end of the Flash as Bruce Wayne, I kind of liked.
Oh yes, 100%. Yes,
I kind of like. I was like, okay, I can see. But the young George Clooney that was in Batman and Robin,
Mhm.
even him as Bruce Wayne, he sucked. But I feel it's because he hadn't grown as an actor.
That's fair. I mean, no, I mean, I agree with you. When I saw Bruce Wayne at the end of the movie of the Flash, I was just like, I completely forgot he was the Batman at one point. Like I was like, and I'm so okay with this right now.
And the only reason I don't know was the reason why Christian Bale couldn't be it. I don't know what was the reason for that, but the only reason that it wasn't Val Kilmer. One, George Clooney's more recognizable than Val Kilmer, but Val Kilmer has throat cancer, so that
I see.
he's retired from acting.
Okay, makes sense.
Val Kilmer, hit or miss?
Shit, I like them. That's a hit.
That's a lot of people don't. A lot of people are. I can't believe that's more of a 50-50. I thought people would hate him a lot more.
I mean, I thought so too. I mean, I guess from what I, read or seen online, I think it's just they don't like the movie. I don't know about him as Batman, but I think they just don't like the movie as a whole.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Fair.
Because I mean, Jim Carrey overdoing it, Tommy Lee Jones overdoing it. I don't know.
I would have said this. I think that Jim Carrey version of the Riddler, if you put him on a camp like in the Suicide Squad, if you put him as a Joker, it would have been a badass hit. Because we're getting that cartoonish 1990s
Right?
Batman.
Yeah, for sure.
And and then of course him being all with his fucking wacky ass faces and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's something would have been an interesting take because I know that Willem Dafoe would want to be the Joker too.
I mean, would he want to? Yeah. Would the cast him? Probably not.
He's too old.
I think he's just too old already. It's just he's already past the time.
And then since we're there in that section of Batman realm, I should have actually put my poster of Batman while talking about the Batman. I kind of messed it up. Jared Leto as a Joker.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yeah, I don't care what people say. That's a hit.
Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
I mean, is that a real question? Because if anybody says that's a miss, then they're out of their mind. Because that was obviously the best Joker, in my opinion, that we've gotten on screen.
The best Joker.
The best Joker that we've gotten on screen.
I think he's the worst.
Beside Mark Hamill, that's cartoons. That you could go all sorts of directions with Mark Hamill. But the best Joker on screen.
Damn, I love how you express the best. I didn't like the Joker.
You're joking, right?
I didn't like the Joker. I thought it was a good movie, but I didn't think it was a Joker movie.
I mean,
I should not feel bad. I should not feel bad for a psychotic killer.
Well, obviously, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, all right, simple as this. Have you seen The Penguin?
Yes. Oh no,
Okay.
the TV show not yet. Sorry.
Watch it, because that's again, you don't want to feel bad for, but it's like, I mean, I'm kind of rooting for this guy, and yeah, I get it. You're not supposed to, because that kind of makes you like, damn, bro, what's wrong in your head, But it's like that movie was it was good. I could not see anything wrong with that movie besides the fact that you're rooting for a psycho killer. Yes.
All right. Before you said hit Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger was a hit. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was a hit. It wasn't my favorite, but it was a hit.
And then Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, I said Jack Nicholson.
I have to rewatch that.
Okay,
but I believe from what I've read from him doing interviews, I mean, he was a hit with a lot of people. So.
All right. So out of 10, and then a toda madre, right? So 10 out of 10, and then a toda madre. It's 11 out of 10 would be a toda madre.
Okay.
I'm guessing Joaquin Phoenix Joker is a toda madre.
A toda madre. There's
all right. Jared Leto out of 10?
A 10.
A 10? Fuck. Wow, you better give a fucking Heath Ledger a 10 because you're going to get massacred in the comments.
Well, no, and don't get me wrong. I mean, Jared Leto gave us a Joker that, like you said, a cartoonish type Joker. It's like, yes, he's that crazy. Like, that's the type of crazy he is. And when it came down to Joaquin Phoenix, it was more of a serious tone, but
I told this to everyone, which I've been giving a lot of shit, but I'm like, that means that you guys never saw the Joker, the cartoon. Mark Hamill's Joker, I literally, when I saw the Jared Leto, I saw Mark Hamill.
Basically.
That's
if I'm mistaken, that's the exact Joker they got for the on-screen.
I honestly believe Jared Leto grew up watching, because he's our age. I think Jared Leto's only like 3 years older than us. Than me.
Bro. I mean, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I honestly believe he grew up watching the 1990s Batman series, the 92, 95, the Batman Adventures.
Right.
So he got that version of the Joker. So his interpretation, for me, I'm like, dude, I'm watching the cartoon. That's why when I watch all these podcasters talking about, like, when they give shit on him, I'm like, did you guys not remember the cartoon? I'm like, or are you only basing it off comics?
Right. And I think what they're trying to get out of it is like, hey, it's not realistic, but it's like you said, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Yeah. It's a comic book. It's not supposed to be realistic. In this case, the Riddler, perfect example. Batman, from 2022 Riddler, Jim Carrey Riddler. One's very animated and one's very now Earth type thing. Like, hey, this is much more realistic than this cartoon version that we got back in whatever that movie was, with Jim Carrey. So I think that's what a lot of people seem to be like missing. Is like, well, this is more grounded, more realistic than that.
Exactly. Okay, 10. So how much are you giving Heath out of 10?
I mean, I gotta go. I gotta go to 10. I don't want to give him a 10, but it's a 10. Like.
It's like I hate when people say like, "Oh, take away Heath Ledger out of The Dark Knight, and it's not a good movie." I'm like, how are you gonna take away the best part of the fucking movie? That's stupid.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I see their point, but it's like me saying, "Oh, take away Thanos from Endgame, and it's a dumbass movie."
Yeah, I mean, it's you're right. You're right.
But that stupidity comes from the MCU fans, like, because they don't want to accept that The Dark Knight is such a solid movie, and they're like, "It's only good because of The Dark Knight."
Yeah, exactly.
This is the only thing about the Dark Knight for me, which I tell everyone. I'm like, yes. I'm like, we get the Two-Face. I'm like, yes, we have the Joker. I'm like, yes, we have Falcone. I'm like, well, yes, we have Michael. What's his name? Fox, Lucius Fox. I was like, what I hated about the movie or about the whole series is that it's a realistic movie. It takes place in realism. I'm like, how are you gonna fucking tell me a guy with third-degree burns can still walk without pain? Those are always because he has nothing to lose. I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's pain. It's fucking pain.
Yeah, you can't.
And the bat fucking vision at the end when he's fighting with bat goggles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most stupidest action sequence that I've ever seen in my whole. I'm like, the way that Shane Black, the director, the writer of Predator, and the writer of Lethal Weapon, one of the best writers when it comes to action, he said the way that you have action movies is you start with action, you pick it up, you slow it down, and end with a bang. The Dark Knight starts kind of decent with the bank robbery, it's kind of actiony.
Right. Yeah.
Then you get the chasing. It slows down, and then when we get the bank, we get the fucking bat vision. I'm like, oh my fucking god! I'm like, do you know how to direct action movies? That's why I've always said, and there's a hot take, and I don't give a fuck. I've always said Christopher Nolan is a great director. Christopher Nolan is an okay action director.
Yeah, I agreed. 100% agreed. I mean, you could bring up two films, fucking Interstellar. That was not action. It was drama. It was thriller. It was, but it wasn't. There was like obviously not action scenes like action scenes,
Because people think, just because it's Christopher Nolan, just because it's sci-fi, it's gonna be an action movie. No,
right, no.
Alien is a fucking horror movie, and it takes place in space.
Yes,
not Alien, not part 2. I'm talking about part 1.
Right.
Alien Romulus is fucking horror. I love that fucking movie. Anyways, Batterson, out of 10 out of 10.
I mean, that's
as Batman, just as Batman alone.
As Batman,
As Batman.
You're talking 10 out of 10.
Okay, Christian Bale as Batman.
Give me an 8.
Give me an 8. All right. George Clooney as Batman.
I mean, that's what, like a 6.
Val Kilmer as Batman. Batman Forever.
I mean, Val Kilmer has always been like my nostalgic. Like, you can't touch him. So I mean, but he like to me that's like a 9.
All right, and then
but again, that's like my nostalgia.
Of course, Batfleck.
Batfleck's a toda madre.
A toda madre.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna do him as Bruce Wayne's. Ready? George Clooney as Bruce Wayne.
I mean, a 10.
Really? You think so? You gonna go?
No. I'm just saying. I'm talking like the actual George Clooney, like in real life. No. He's still a 6.
George Clooney is a Bruce Wayne. He is a fucking.
That's not point. George Clooney is Bruce Wayne in real life. Yes. But see, George Clooney, with how he is now, don't get me wrong, he could perfect Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond. Perfect.
I think he's still too young.
Hell no. This nigga, what is he pushing? 80?
I think he's pushing in his close to 60.
Is he?
Yes.
No. I think he's pushing like 70, bro. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, you could be more right on this. Than
I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up right now. But before that, Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne.
Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne, 8.
8. Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne.
Ben Affleck. I mean, I'm trying to think. Did Ben Affleck have? You know what? A toda madre. You know why? Because he bought the bank to remain his house back. A toda madre. That's it.
He is 63. 63. It's early 60s.
I mean, I'm saying, like, to me, that's the perfect Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond movie.
The only reason I would be against it is I still haven't to my idea, but I think he retired from acting. Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood, Gran Torino. That version of Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino, that would be the perfect Batman Beyond.
I mean, yeah. Well, you mean his tone? I guess you could say
his tone, his age.
I'm going based on like build, like you said.
Professor Stallone, 77 years old.
Hell nah, bro.
You haven't seen Tulsa King? You have to watch Tulsa King, and you'll see why.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Watch Tulsa King because he is 70. I think he's either he already entered the 70s, and in Tulsa King he plays like this mobster, but like with swag. Like tiene pegue con las girls. He has money, and he plays this bad fucking guy who's big because he still works out and shit. So I would go for Stallone, and he has a chin.
Fair, yeah.
And of course we got Pattinson as Bruce Wayne. Better get that motherfucker a 4.
I mean, he's a little depressing, man.
I'm gonna put it this way: that kid from the Batman show on Gotham was a better Bruce Wayne than fucking Patterson.
All right, yeah, you're right. I gotta give him like a 5, like a 4. Yeah, you're right. I have to.
There's
I can't defend him on that.
There's when you reminded me of the when he bought the bank, Ben Affleck. It reminded me of the Christian Bale scene on The Dark Knight when he's like, "Hey, Rachel," and they're reaching like, "They said we should put our tables together," because he's coming in with 2 girls and shit. Y la hace ese Two-Face. He's like, "Oh, were they allowed us to do that?" He's like, "Of course they do. I own the restaurant."
Right. Yeah.
Those are. I told everyone. I'm like, that's a big importance to Bruce Wayne. I'm like, because it separates the serious Batman to the I don't give a shit Bruce Wayne. Like, I'm not gonna take your bullshit, but I'm gonna do it in a silly way. Cuando la hace Flash in fucking Justice League, what's your powers? Like, I'm rich.
Right.
Like, dude, I'm fucking rich. Like, how rich can you be? Like,
right.
I'm rich. But it's those were good takes. I did like the way you rated them, and I don't know if I can give a toda madre to Ben Affleck. I don't think he was a great Bruce Wayne. I think he was decent. Maybe next week you can give those questions to me. Right?
I could tell you why you don't think it's that. It's because he didn't get his solo film.
Yes.
He got 2, like you said, 2 actual movies collab, Justice League and Batman vs Superman. But for a solo film, he never got it. But like with that little bit that we got him, like, yeah, he could have been easily.
You could tell right away that he was the perfect Batman, and the way that Ben Affleck is in all his other movies, with freaking Gone Girl, Argo,
Right.
The Accountant, todas las new movies that ever since he grew up, where he's making good movies now.
Right. Yeah.
We would have gotten a great Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
We would have gotten a good, and we're never gonna get that chance again. And I wish WB can say, you know what, fuck it, we can have 2 different universes at the same time. Go make movies.
I mean, yeah, same. Which I don't know. I know money goes a lot into account, and that's all it really is about.
They're making money back.
Yeah, they are, but are they? Because they're really. I don't know. I think they're just hesitant.
So let's say if a movie is 100 million, the budget, right? The budget's 100 million. They usually spend half or double of that. So let's say it's a budget of 200.
Right.
So when a movie says they made 300 million, technically they flopped.
Right.
Because they still have to pay out of those extra 100 que ganaron, they still have to pay like 50% to the theaters and all that shit. So technically it's only a winning of 50 million, but because it was a big movie, it flopped.
Right.
But once that movie makes 400 to 500 million, you're like, oh shit, okay. Like Black Adam, The Rock. With Black Adam, I think the budget was like 250 because fucking The Rock takes 100 million home alone. Yeah. And the movie, so it's 250, so it's 500, and I think the movie only made like 650 million. So technically, it's considered a flop because it's a big movie star with a big comic, so it should make a lot of fucking money, and it didn't. That's why it works like that.
Right. Yeah.
The Rock as Black Adam, hit or miss.
Bro, I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but that's a hit.
That's a hit.
It's a hit. I mean, where is he? He's somewhere up there. But I have the whole Black Adam collection. That it would be that one, right?
Where's my motherfucker? Where are you? It's right here.
You got him?
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Well, I have both of them.
Oh yeah, the one with the hood.
No.
There's one with the hood. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you have a sign? Oh no, it's lightning. It's lightning.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a
the little
second.
like yeah.
When you fuck see me, when you meet the Rock?
Nah. Actually, speaking of meeting, I should have mentioned this on the review section. I might go meet Kurt Angle. He's gonna
Oh
be
really?
over here like 10 minutes from the house at some like you know how I collect baseball cards and shit. And one of those little sports card shit. He's gonna be there. So I'm like, I might go.
You should try and get try to find an Olympic trading card of his year to see if it's any worth, and then try to have it signed or a poster of Kurt Angle so you can sign it. I'm pretty sure he might actually have posters there, so you can sign. You just have to buy.
Yeah, you have to buy one.
I do know that I want to buy me Eddie Guerrero's poster. I want to buy me some few posters of wrestling. I kind of bag. Because I don't think Five Below sells any wrestling posters, so I have to go and look online somewhere.
Yeah, it's basically all online for that. You're not gonna find anything.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day they used to fucking sell them. Back in the day in Walmart, they used to sell them wrestling posters.
I'm trying to think of a store now. I mean, maybe Hot Topic, but I mean, I doubt it. So
Mm,
I'm pretty sure your best choice is really just online. I don't think you will find anything in stores.
yeah.
Like when, again, I'm going next Monday. I already got my tickets for Monday Night Raw, but I'm looking for merch to wear at the event. I just don't. Nothing in stores. I'm like, I have to order it online.
Now I would want to say for me it was a hit Black Adam. Yeah, I just got to remind the fans out here that sometimes we're not hardcores when it comes to comics. I know I'm not. I know William's not. So we don't follow the comics as much. So we're only basing it off did we like it or not. And of course, if we know the comic as much, like I know Bruce Wayne, I mean, I know the Batman and all that, I'm a little bit more, I put my foot down a little bit more because I do know that character. I do know. I will repeat it and I'll say it again. A lot of people didn't like The Rock as Black Adam. However, for me, if you go and watch Black Adam, at least from the animated TV shows, if you don't want to read his comics, watch the animated TV shows or TV movies, animated movies. And you'll see that it was Black Adam. It wasn't The Rock.
Yeah.
But it was his stupid face that made it The Rock. It's just that I'm like, he should have been Shazam. I still will fucking say he should have been Shazam. I do think Shazam Part 1 was a great fucking movie.
Sure. I mean, sure. I got nothing bad to say about it. It was a good movie. I'm not a fan of it because of the comedy behind it, but I get it. That's who he is as a character. It wasn't for me.
All right.
Those quirky movies aren't really for me.
I know that you're a fan of Ezra Miller, but are you a fan because he was the Flash, or are you just a fan overall for his movies? Because I've only seen 2 movies of him, which was The Flash and Perks of Being a Wallflower.
He is a pretty good actor, actually. He also came out in that one, not Harry Potter, but the other version of Harry Potter.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of the damn name right now. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yes.
That. So he came out in that, and yeah, he's a good actor. And when it came down to him playing the Flash, I love them. When it comes down to him and Grant Gustin, I mean, it's Grant Gustin's a whole 8 years of TV show. You talk about Ezra Miller had to do it in 2 hours, so it's like I loved how he portrayed it in Zack Snyder's Justice League, not the one that we got on theaters. Zack Snyder's whole different one. That I love that little scene he had there, and obviously when he had his own Flash movie, I enjoyed it. I loved them. And nothing. Yes, I get it. He did his things, and that's a whole different story. I don't like him as a person. Like him as an actor.
Exactly. So there's the only thing I have against Ezra. It's not even personal, right? Like you said, what he did. Punto. We shouldn't support that. I don't support that. However, to me, he was not playing the Flash. Again, he was not playing. To correct myself, he was not playing Barry Allen, the Flash. The way that he was portraying him, because I grew up with the Justice League cartoon, and then I read a little bit. What I saw from Ezra Miller because of the Justice League, the way that he did it, the way that he did it in the Zack Snyder cut, and a little bit on the Flash, you can kind of see it. For me, he was portraying Wally West Flash.
100%. I
I
agree with that statement. Yes.
Because it was Barry Allen, it was a complete miss for me. but his acting was really good. I'll give him that his acting was really fucking good.
Right.
But and for the Flash movie, not for the other stuff. For the Flash, his acting was really good, especially the last time where he's talking to his mamá y que todo en la tienda y todo.
Right. Yeah.
And like, oh, chingón, chingón. Yeah. At the moment, I was like, oh my God, the Flash movie. I used to be a big fan of the Flash. But because we had 9 years of the Flash TV show, and because Grant Gustin, after fucking 2 years, 3 years, he became really good at acting, at least for TV. I was like, sorry, Ezra, you fell behind, and you were playing Wally West. You were not playing Barry Allen. So Barry Allen versus Barry Allen, yeah, I have to give it to the TV show. Yes, it's not his fault. He has 26 hours more per year than Ezra Miller. I'm like, 26 times 9, that's a lot of fucking numbers.
Right,
For me, it was a miss, unfortunately, because he was not playing Barry Allen. He was playing Wally West.
Right. Now, from what I've read, this new DCU, obviously there's nobody being casted for the Flash, but what they're saying is they're finally gonna get redhead Wally West on screen. So
redhead,
crossed. You know,
who are we gonna? Who's a redhead actor though?
I mean, just get a random actor, paint her hair red. We good.
Yeah, but then we have in this new generation. Oh, they're being masked. Oh, we should get Conor McGregor as fucking.
No. I'm trying to think, but really, I'm trying to think redhead actors, but really, I don't see any.
At the moment, I don't know that played the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah, I guess, but again, I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, you could easily get Tom Holland.
Tom Holland?
Him as
no,
Flash.
No, they should keep him away. They should keep him away.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Hey, Tom Holland, he's Spider-Man, and he should just be there.
I mean, well, you know who'd be the perfect Joker?
Who?
Robert Downey Jr.
No, he wouldn't.
I mean, I'm like, if you start taking people from MCU and putting them in DC, I feel like there's a good amount of people you could put.
No, because I can literally say Willem Dafoe will knock it off the park.
Yeah, but we're talking about back to his age.
Yeah, Joker can be old.
Hell no.
He's always been portrayed as older than Batman. That's why he's always smarter than him.
Yeah, but you're not talking about like 30 years older.
Well, we have to give this guy a try. The new one from Batman, the one who was in prison. Oh, you didn't see it? It wasn't in the fucking movie. Go look it up in YouTube. There's a deleted scene where Batman's talking to the Joker.
And what movie?
The Batman.
Oh, was this like Robert Pattinson?
Yeah. So he already in this movie, I guess Joker was the first villain because it's year 2 in the Batman.
Right.
Or year 3. So he already locked him up and he's already in Arkham.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard. I think this did happen in the movie where freaking Riddler is is in his cell, and then you just hear someone in the background talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Joker.
Oh, okay.
So there's an actual scene where you see the Joker, and he's all like scratched up and shit like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Then it's the guy from Eternals.
Which one?
The one that for me I hated his acting, but so there was 3 guys, right? There was the black guy, there was the guy who came out in Game of Thrones, there was Salma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, the Asian guy, the black chick who can't talk, and then there's the other guy who was with the Aztecs.
The villain, I guess. Like the main guy the main guy of the Eternals.
Was he the main guy? No. The main guy is the one who's like Superman, right? That's the main guy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Not him. He's the one who came out in Game of Thrones. So it's the one who basically he's the first guy that leaves the group.
Shit.
You need to go watch it. I actually thought the Eternal was good. It was a hit.
It was decent. It started off really slow, but it was decent.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna give you.
I like Harry Styles in that.
I'm gonna give you some this or that so that we can end the segment, and it's gonna be random ones. I'm gonna start with food and make my way to movies and shows. This or that, William. Let's go with pizza or hamburgers.
Pizza, hands down.
Hands down.
Never taking it away.
Hands down.
Yep.
Pepino con tajín or mango by itself.
That's not even a question. Pepino
Which
con
one?
Tajín. Pepino con tajín. Why are you gonna be throwing something with an extra topping against something plain?
No, okay, por ejemplo, cookies and cream ice cream versus paleta de mango con el tajín, the little rat. Huh?
Cookies and cream ice cream.
You see? I added it, you didn't choose it.
It doesn't. It's not the same. It doesn't taste the same.
All right, I'm out there. Ready? This or that, William? Watching a movie late night, quiet, but you don't have nothing to eat, or watching a movie loud, but you have a pizza with some Cheetos next to you and a hot Dr. Pepper. I mean, a cold Dr. Pepper.
Quiet, nice and quiet, but I don't
Nice
know
and
if I got nothing to snack on. Like, you get to enjoy the damn movie. Like, that's all that matters.
Okay, this one's gonna be a hard one. A cold Dr. Pepper? No. Sorry, what the hell? A hot Dr. Pepper or a cold nice Sprite?
Hot Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Hot Dr. Pepper, bro. You could drink this cold or hot, and it's still good. It's that simple. A Sprite is just
Officially became the number 2 this year. Officially.
number 2. That should always be number 1.
No, it's not.
I was telling one of my kids, Emerson, got sick or like 2 days ago. Actually, he had fever and everything. I was like, you need to go visit my doctor. So I gave him Dr. Pepper, and then Emmett's like, Dad, that's not a doctor. I'm like, what is this? It's Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that's not it says right there, Dr. Pepper. That's my personal doctor. I go to him when I'm sick. Like, is it a boy or a girl? I'm like, it's a boy. Is it real? I'm like, yeah, it's real. He's a real doctor.
You should have told him, what kind of a doctor is he?
Well, I mean, what would it be? What's the
answer? He would be a physician.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
All right, this or that, William. This or that. The Flash movie versus the Flash TV show.
I gotta give it to a TV show.
Okay.
It's just, you got to. I can't see. Well, the only reason why is just a longer storytelling. That's really all it is. You know,
all right.
You have to go with that route.
This or that, William. Kurt Angle or Chad Gable?
Kurt Angle, hands down.
Okay.
Hands down. He could play you a heel and he could play you a face. That's it.
The Rock in Fast 5 or The Rock in Faster?
Actually, just saw Faster earlier today. Fast 5.
Fast 5. All right. The Brandon Fraser in The Mummy or Brandon Fraser in Journey to the Center of the Earth?
The Mummy.
Well, The Mummy's a good movie.
It's that simple.
The original Brandon Fraser The Mummy versus Tom Cruise The Mummy.
You can't go there, bro. You just.
That one's hard for you? It's easy for me.
Well, it's easy for you because you don't like Tom Cruise as an actor, so.
But I do like his movies. I don't like him as an actor. I don't like him, but I do enjoy his movies.
I mean, fair enough. I'll give it to The Mummy of Brandon Fraser.
All right.
I gotta give it to him. Yeah.
Here comes another remake. Point Break with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves or The Fast and the Furious?
I mean, is it a remake?
I'm gonna put it ready. I'm gonna explain the plot to you, and you tell me which one is which. It's an undercover cop that joins people who steal stuff. They do wild stuff. When shit goes to the can and the good cop starts chasing the bad guy, once he catches him, he lets him go. What movie am I talking about?
Yeah, shut up. All right. Since I didn't see Point Break, I guess I'll go Fast and Furious.
I'll say this: the original Point Break is better than the remake.
Well, who would be the original?
The Keanu Reeves versus Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, and the new one with Efrain Ramirez and I don't know who else. And I'm a big guy on I like Latinos having their own movies and all that, but it wasn't a hit. Here comes another one for video game movies. This or that, William. Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation or Need for Speed.
Mortal Kombat 2.
What?
I mean, have you seen Need for Speed?
It wasn't good. It was okay.
Might as well stick to Fast and Furious as Need for Speed.
Yeah, but it was okay. I'm not saying that it was a good. It's better than Mortal Kombat. I don't think you remember Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That was Guru, right?
No, that's part
Goro?
one. That's part one with Goro. And part
I guess I
two,
don't remember. Yeah,
part two is where they kill off Johnny Cage in 5 minutes.
yeah, I guess I remember. I don't remember.
All right. Here comes another video game movie to see where you like. It's Resident Evil versus Rampage.
I can't talk on Resident Evil. I haven't seen the movies. Maybe I've seen one or two, but I can't talk on it. So with that, it has to go Rampage.
Okay. Black Adam versus Shazam.
Black Adam.
Oh, shit, that one hurt me. ¿Cómo se llama? Sorry. Quesabirria versus tacos de asada.
Tacos de asada. I'm not a fan of quesadilla.
Really?
I'm not a fan at all.
Oh, shit.
It's too sloppy, too
Chilaquiles?
oily. Yeah.
Or enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
¿Enchiladas rojas o enchiladas verdes?
Verdes.
Verdes. Okay.
I will always pick green over red on any item. It's that simple.
Cinnamon bun? Concha.
Cinnamon bun.
Wow.
It's simple. Concha is just, give it to your kids. What do they eat? Just the top part and leave the rest?
No, they eat it. My kids eat everything. They're Mexican.
My kids like the sweet shit, and then you could have the rest of that. Like, oh, thanks.
It's because your kids have watermelon in them. That's why.
Well, I guess, but no, it's cinnamon bun. It's the entire bun is just glazed in cinnamon. It's that simple. Every single inch is sweet. Is that, so yeah.
The Dodgers or Yankees?
Ay Dios. I'm gonna have to go with the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. I would claim the Dodgers last year, 2 years ago. I would claim them whenever they come play against the Braves. I will root for a California team. I will always say that.
Yeah.
But as of this year, I officially hate the Dodgers.
Because
not just that, but this offseason alone, what they're doing is just they have the money to do it, so they're doing it.
This is what I told everyone. The Mets and the Yankees have the same amount of money.
No, they don't.
The way that the tax
No, they don't. No, hear me out. Okay, go ahead.
The way I was saying that they have almost the same amount of money where they can buy enough players. But at the end of the day, they have to learn how to play together to win championships. And I think that's what the Yankees are missing. Go.
All right, ready? Debunked. Completely 100% debunked. The Yankees have one sole owner that is worth a couple $1 billion. The Dodgers have 9 owners worth a couple $1 billion each. So combine all that money together, each one be like, hey, you know what? I'll pay for Ohtani. Okay, that's fine. I'll pay for Mookie. Okay, that's fine. I'll pay for Taylor. Yeah, there you go. That's why they're able to do what they do and then after that, hey, let me go ahead and defer all this money and pay it out 10 years from now. Go ahead and do it with Tyler Glasnow as well.
Which is smart.
Yeah, up until 10 years from now, I got to pay them out and we're fucked now.
However, I'll say this. However, you're right about that, right? About lo tienen que ser más para allá and all that. But not every player is going to do that for 2 reasons. Not everyone is Ohtani. So not everyone has sponsorships like Ohtani.
You're 100% right.
Huh?
You're 100% right. And the only, as of right now, everybody's been doing it for the Dodgers. They just signed Tanner Scott today. which I know you don't follow baseball. If you want to talk baseball, I'll gladly school you in baseball and slap you around like a little rag doll. But Tanner Scott was the best closer. Tanner Scott had Ohtani 1-14 or 1-5, 1-5 in the playoffs when it was the Padres versus the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And obviously now the Dodgers just signed them 4-year contract for $72 million. So it's just like, well, great. There goes the best reliever. People are saying, oh, your team could do the same. No, my Angels cannot do the same because we got one Artie Moreno worth a few $1 billion who refuses to spend money because every time he does, we get an Anthony Rendon, gets injured, never plays again. We get a Josh Hamilton, test positive on fucking cocaine. We get a Albert Pujols on a 10-year deal. I don't know why the hell you were signing for that deal. You go after the wrong players with my owner. But the Dodgers owner says like, hey, we have all this money to splurge and fuck the tax bracket because we're okay.
What you're telling me is that the Angels should go sell it to a Saudi Arabian who has multi-billion dollars and can buy anyone.
I'm not saying that. I mean, yes, you could do that. But again, you can't just go with one owner compared to 9.
Okay, I see.
It's just a whole ownership group that the Dodgers have, and they have a unlimited amount of money. Huh? That's the only one you know. Yeah, that's the only owner that you know. It's just Magic Johnson, but they have a whole ownership
they're
group.
actual billionaires. They're not celebrities.
But that's my point. I mean,
the only millionaire or for the NBA, the only millionaire or billionaire that people know is Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, yep.
Why is that? Because he came out in fucking Shark Tank.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I know Mark Cuban because of Shark Tank. So yes, I guess I would agree.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows anything. So sorry, we got an attention from people, but this or that, William, Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Is that where's all the Ronaldo fans? Because apparently everybody up in this household is a damn Ronaldo fan, except for myself. I'm a Messi fan, die hard. Nothing's been rigged. He owned Ronaldo throughout the whole career. Simple as that.
Inter Miami or Santos Laguna?
Are you talking about currently right now? Inter Miami. I mean, is that even a question? Overall, then I'm gonna root for my team. Santos. I have their jersey. But Santos overall.
And then you're Borussia Dortmund or Liverpool?
I mean, Liverpool. No matter who you put Liverpool in that picture, I'm gonna go Liverpool. That's my team. You
don't have a Spanish team?
Yeah, Atletico.
You go for Atletico? Oh. Yeah. Bilbao? Damn,
So I have Atletico Madrid. I have Borussia Dortmund. I have teams here and there, but my main team will always be Liverpool.
I used to like Bayern Munich a lot until I found out that league sucks ass. It's only them and Borussia.
Well, really, it's just them, but yeah, sure.
It's only just them. It's just come on. It's like the French league. It used to be competitive until the Saudis bought fucking PSG, and now it's just PSG.
Yeah, I mean,
you can kind of say Lyon is there, but before Lyon was there, PSG was there, freaking Monaco was there. Who was the other one? Huh?
Monaco is just Atlas now, where they have great players, they sell them off. I mean, Kylian Mbappe, they had them, they sold them to PSG.
Yes, exactly.
They had a whole good roster, and they just sold everybody off.
And then if you think about it, Spain's the same way. They only have 3 teams. Sometimes 4 when Valencia starts playing good. Sometimes.
Valencia, Sevilla, but Sevilla is more of a Euro League team than a Champions League team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Italy's the one that kind of has the mesh of everything.
As of right now, I mean, it was Juventus for a long while. Now it's Milan and Inter are back in the picture. Juventus fell off for a bit.
I was surprised that Napoli's been up there for a good while yet también.
Yeah,
there's like at least 5 or 10. That's why when people tell me, it's like, oh, can the Liga MX compete? I'm like, they're not beating Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. I'm like, they're not top 6 material. I'm like, but any of the giving days, I'm like, yeah, they'll beat a fucking Mallorca. Yeah, they'll probably even beat a Bilbao. They'll beat a Coruña. They'll beat a Betis. I'm like, I'm just talking about between 6 and 18. Anything in there? I think America, Cruz Azul, maybe even Chivas, if they put a little bit more money in there. Toluca, Pachuca. I'm like, they can compete. I'm gonna put it this way: Tigres, who's in their playoffs in the Liga MX. lost to fucking Liverpool en un penal que nunca existió.
It's this simple. It's this simple. They can compete. They get regulated 100%. They will not stay main table. Hell no. End of the season, they're out.
No.
There's too many.
You're not. I'm not talking about Atlas. I'm not talking about.
I'm talking about America. They will get demoted. They will not stay. They will not stay in the main league. I'm sorry, but you have too many games. You have too many competitions that you're playing at. You're not gonna stay. I'm sorry, but you're getting demoted.
Prime Barcelona right now. Enter Miami.
Who?
America. They lost in penalties.
Yeah, to enter Miami. And there's not even a prime Barcelona. This is you're talking about a 35-year-old, 38-year-old Messi, you know? I'm sorry, but
I'm saying that between 6 and 18. So where do they get regulated? I think they get regulated at the 17 and 16. So between 15 and 6, yeah, I think the top teams in Mexico, los 5 best teams in Mexico, will compete in there, and they will not get regulated. I'm not saying that they're going to be champions. I'm not saying they're going to enter the Europa League or the UCL League. All I'm saying is that they would compete with those 6 right there.
They're a mid-table team, is what you're saying.
Yes, a mid-table team, which is not bad. Because supuestamente Spain is chingona. Now, if they go to England, I think in England they do get regulated.
They get regulated 100%.
They get regulated, yes.
Think about it this way. Right now, you're talking about who's in third place for England? Freaking Chester? I think it's Chester or Bradford City, some shit like that. Like, they're in third place in the English league. Like, you're talking about City's not even in the top 10 at the moment, or actually,
no, they are top 10. Yeah,
United is mid-table. Arsenal's in second. Liverpool's in first. But you still got the Everton. You still got, those alone, the top 6 teams. Like, where in the Mexican league are they ever going to be in those top 6? Like, never.
No, I would say I think they are a mid-table in La Segunda de England.
That's much more realistic. Yes. But like you said, like 100%, they get regulated no matter what.
Yeah. I'm sorry. En la segunda división, en la segunda de la Liga de Inglaterra, yo sí creo que los 5 mejores de México can possibly fight for top 10 spot en la segunda división de Inglaterra.
Top 10?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Top 10. I'm not saying number 1. I'm not saying champions. I'm saying top 10. That they can be anywhere there. But in a Liga de España, they can also touch top 10. Because I do believe England League is better than the Liga de España.
I mean, people say no, it's not true just because of the Champions League and Spain dominates it. But I'm like, no. But when it comes down to the actual league, England is
which is great. I mean, I'm not even going to say Real Madrid all this, but I do know Barcelona and Real Madrid got a lot of help on the UCLs. I 100% do believe that UCL Madrid gets special treatment.
Oh, 100%. I 100% believe that Ramos on Salah injury was a direct red card.
That's a direct red card, no matter how you want to put it.
And at the same time, it's like, you don't do that to Salah, Liverpool wins that match 100%. 100%.
You're just talking as a Liverpool fan.
I'm talking as a football fan. 100% Liverpool.
What happened? ¿Cuándo era 3-1? 3-1 and then boom.
And, okay, out of the 3-1, how many errors were from the goalkeeper? On top of that, one of those goals shouldn't even have counted, because I've seen various occasions where the goalkeeper hands it off and then they just tap it in, and it's like, unallowed. But for some reason, they allowed it for Real Madrid. So Maldinho did it to Querétaro, and let me,
This is what happened, Ina. First, red card to this fool. And 2, go check that fool's bank account, the goalkeeper.
Who cares?
Yes, go check his bank account.
You're saying he sold? I don't know about selling, but I mean, I was mad about it. Obviously, Klopp was like, "Come here," like hugging him, but he's like,
And then, of course, this or that, William, our final this or that, because we got off to a little tantrum. This is basically the Super Bowl playoffs. Not Super Bowl, the playoffs. Bills and Chiefs.
Bills without fucking shit. Bills without the refs. Chiefs with the refs. As in, like, Chiefs are Madrid, basically.
Yeah.
They just get help from the refs.
And then Washington, fucking Redskins beat the Lions, who choked again. Again.
They did not choke. They just had an unfortunate series of events with their with their players.
Against my beautiful Eagles. What do you have?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
My beautiful Eagles.
You're a Raider fan. You're not.
Again, yeah.
No, that.
I repeat
Okay.
this again.
To be fair, Eagles, I believe, are your second team because I remember you would always claim McNabb and the Eagles. I believe.
So I always put it this way, and I'm going to talk directly to the camera for those who still call me a Raider fan. The only reason I claimed the Raiders, because back in 2002 or 2003, when they made it to the Super Bowl, I had friends who watched football. I told my brothers, who are cholos are gangsters, are Mexican gangsters. I told them, brothers, I want to watch football. Who's the best team so I can root for? They told me it was the Oakland Raiders. Little did I know, 10 years later, when I found out what my brother's gang colors, it's the fucking Raiders. So because they had the same fucking gang colors, they were Raider fans. There was nothing. It was just because they had the same fucking gang colors. So I was blinded by, they made it to the Super Bowl. 1, 2, I was blinded by their love for their colors. And 3, because in the 80s, they were actually good, which one of our brothers got to see them. And still into the 90s, the other brother got to see it too. But at my heart, what I always felt for the Eagles, I always loved them. And I always said it's that dark green color and that wing. Something about the wing and the helmet. I love it. And I've always followed that team throughout. I made myself some money when Foles, I call him the best quarterback of all time because he was the secondary option to the Eagles and he became a champion with them. That's the greatest Super Bowl run as a quarterback. So now that I'm older, I'm not afraid to say, yes, I do love the Eagles a lot more, not because they're better, but because I'm like, now I'm my own man, that I'm not scared to say, hey, fuck that. I'm like, I was blinded and misjudged when I was young as a 12-year-old to now that I'm older as a 34-year-old, almost 35 now, that, yeah, I'm like, I'm an Eagles fan no matter how much. But because for 20 fucking years, I've been saying that I was a Raiders fan, so it's just costumbre now. Like, yeah, I can't leave you guys behind. So, yes, what I say is swap to Raiders being my number 2. Good thing is that they are on that side and the Eagles are on this side, because of the NFC, AFC. I'm like, so it kind of works out. It kind of works out. I'm like,
also West Coast and East Coast, but yeah.
Oh, también eso. I forgot about that. West Coast, East Coast. So that's also a good thing. But one day, if these motherfucker Eagles come over here, which I didn't even know they played in the Chargers Stadium. I don't remember that. But when they do, I'm probably going to come over here. I was this close to becoming a Chargers fan this year.
Why?
Because I don't like it's not that I don't like the Rams. Not the Chargers, my bad, the Rams, right? But yes, I was this close to become a Chargers fan because I was eating alone one time at a restaurant. I had fucking the tight end from the Chargers. Forgot his name. And I also had I think it was the defense for the Chargers in my fantasy. And I was watching the Broncos. Was it the Broncos? Yeah, the Broncos versus the Chargers. And the way that Justin Herbert was playing. The Bengals. The Bengals versus the Chargers. And because I don't like the fucking Bengals, like I don't like them at all. Like fuck the Bengals. I just don't know why I don't like that fucking team. I was rooting for Chargers and I caught myself rooting for fucking Chargers. And I'm like, oh shit, I should become a fan of them. So in a way, they are like a third team in a way. I just like, and I do like Justin Herbert a lot. And motherfucker keeps choking.
Well, I mean, not choking, but I'm sure with Jim Harbaugh at the helm, they have a bright future ahead.
Yeah, so
it just takes time. But
yeah, so just to put it out there, people, yes, by misjudging of calculations when I was young, my brothers made me a Raiders fan. At heart, I'm an Eagles fan. I will always support the Eagles. And if I were to have a third option, which I kind of don't, but I do like Justin Herbert and Mahomes a lot. Not this year. Mahomes this year, he's been getting a lot of fucking help.
Every year.
I only saw it this year a lot. I only saw it this year a lot.
The year against the Eagles, when in the Super Bowl, when the Eagles lost, they lost for a freaking penalty. That was the Eagles Super Bowl to win, and they lost because of a penalty. It's that simple. And it's funny because in the following season, the Chiefs lose a game to a penalty, and then Mahomes decides to say, I just feel like a game like that should never come down to a penalty. I'm sorry, didn't you just win a game like that, the main game like that? Like, whatever.
Now, you ain't choose Commanders or Eagles?
Eagles. Eagles.
Okay, so if we go by this Bills versus Eagles at the Super Bowl, we're gonna have two curses that are gonna be crushed. Either one. There's the Bills, the Buffalo Bills curse, which every time they step into the Super Bowl, they lose. So if the Bills win, they break the Bills curse. Now that they can finally win, because those motherfuckers made it to four Super Bowls in a row and they lost. Now, if the Eagles make it, it's the quarterback curse. The quarterback curse is this. I forgot what year it started. I think it was like in 2001. When a first-time quarterback goes into the Super Bowl and loses, he never wins again, even when he goes back in place. So no one ever wins again. And it started, I forgot, because I do know that John Elway lost in his first Super Bowl, but then won two in a row. So it's after the 90s. The curse was started like in the 2000s something. I saw it, and then I went back and started. Oh shit! And there's only a few that repeat it to go back to the Super Bowl, and they won. But it's like that. It's if you lose on your first Super Bowl, you never win again.
Interesting.
And you can go back in history and check, and you'll be that I'm not wrong. The best example, I think it's the fool from the Cardinals. What's his name?
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. He went with the Rams and lost, and then he went with Cardinals and lost.
No.
Yes.
He won with the Rams.
He lost with the Rams.
No, against the Titans.
Then no, he's not the example. Then who was the other one? Then no, didn't Kurt Warner lose?
No, the Titans. That I remember because when he
You're
retired
a
or whatever, he had said like people were like saying, "Thank you Titans for giving us our championship or whatever," because of the 1 yard line that the Titans couldn't get past. I don't know, something like that. But regardless, yeah.
I'll send you a message on TikTok. I think I found it on TikTok. We still have TikTok, by the way. We still have TikTok. I don't know. I said when this video gets uploaded, we'll still have it. But we'll see. We'll see. So I do want the Bills Eagles. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Your final this or that, William? A toda madre or keep your cool?
I mean, it's the same. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll go with the or.
It's almost the same shit. It's not the same shit.
Yeah.
All right, brother. You have a good night. Have a good evening and a good morning. And we'll have our final episode of Raw SmackDown before our prediction. We'll have more episodes coming up of movies and food and all that shit. And there's still no good movies out. I still haven't posted my most anticipated movies because I was looking at the dates. I was looking at the dates, and they're not till July. All my movies are in like basically summer movies. So I'm still kind of safe, but I want to drop it before February. I do know that Wolfman got good stuff, good reviews. We have that freaking Flight movie with Mark Wahlberg where he plays the bald guy who's a villain.
Yeah.
Flight Risk, I think it's called.
No, just The Flight, isn't it?
I thought it was Flight Risk.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think
Den of Thieves 2 came out, so I don't know if that was good, but well, I know that this year I'm making a promise that I'm probably here. You'll see all my collection of all the cups that I can buy with designs and shit, like this one, Sonic.
Oh, you mean like movie cups? Okay, I see.
Yeah. So, like for instance, like this year I have Nosferatu, I have Sonic, I have King Kong, and I think I had Bad Boys for Life.
That's what about last year. Oh, but just cups or like the
no, just cups. I know that you like to buy the freaking popcorn shit.
Yeah.
So you
still there.
Yeah. So one day we'll compare my cups, and I don't know, maybe in Atlanta they have different cups. So I'll show you. Look,
well,
this
I mean,
is the cup.
Well, cups. I mean, cups. I don't know. I don't really buy the cups, and the buckets I don't buy them either. Unless if I'm really looking forward to a movie. But like I have from like I think the last time I bought a bucket beside Deadpool, I think was Doctor Strange. That's what I was talking about 3 years ago.
I'll say this: that probably my first movie I'm gonna go see is around Valentine's Day, and it's gonna be Heart Ice. It's a slasher movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's probably gonna be my first one, and then it's gonna be Novocaine in March.
Well, I'm watching Dogman.
I saw the trailer and I was like, it looks fucking stupid.
I mean, it's the kids were like, Dad, I want to see Dogman. I'm like, All right, let's go see Dogman. So we're gonna go see
You
Dogman.
can you can tell the same creator as the fucking Captain Underpants, and that shit put me to sleep. It's the only movie I fell asleep in the fucking theater. Captain Underpants.
I mean, I don't want to watch it, but when your kids are like pushing you to watch, I'm like, well, technically, I want to make you guys movie course, so I guess I'll tease you.
When my kids were little, they were telling me, "Let's go watch Jurassic Park."
See, my kids told me that. I'm like, nah, that's fine. You guys can stay. I'm gonna go watch it by myself and enjoy this shit.
That's a good one. All right, mi gente.
Emily was like, take me to Deadpool 3. I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I'm gonna go watch that by myself. Like, you stay here.
All right, mi gente. If you have any this or that's in the comments, put them down below. We'll continue to talk about movies. We'll continue to talk about music because this motherfucker might do a Nodal concert again. He's gonna talk about his experience when he met his favorite artist. Oh, this or that, Manao or Nodal?
I'm not picking.
You guys have a good night. Peace out, William.
I love it.